The first time a baby's cry echoed through the quiet of our home, everything changed. The gentle hum of daily life was interrupted by an urgent, piercing sound that demanded attention from anyone within earshot. But of all the reactions in our household, perhaps none was as immediate or heartfelt as that of our dog. For years, he had been the undisputed center of affection, a loyal companion, always ready to greet us with a wagging tail and warm eyes. Now, with a new little human in our midst, his world was about to expand in surprising ways. At first, the dog's reaction to the baby's cries was one of pure curiosity. When the wails began, he would lift his head from his bed, ears perked, eyes alert. He'd tilt his head slightly, trying to decipher the unfamiliar sound. It was unlike anything he'd heard before, so much more urgent than the doorbell, more persistent than the rustling of a food bag. He'd rise and move closer, paws padding softly across the floor, drawn by the instinct to investigate. As the days passed and the cries became a regular part of our routine, his response shifted from curiosity to concern. He would circle around the bassinet or crib, nose twitching, searching for clues. Sometimes he'd let out a low whine of his own, as if trying to communicate, "Is everything okay?" The bond between dog and baby was forming, though it was still tentative, marked by respectful distance and gentle observation. There were moments when the baby's cries grew louder and more intense, perhaps during a bout of colic or the discomfort of teething. In those instances, our dog became visibly unsettled. He'd pace back and forth, casting worried glances in our direction, clearly seeking reassurance. His expressive eyes seemed to ask, "Why is the little one upset? What can I do?" It was as if the dog felt responsible for the well-being of the newest family member, compelled by a quiet empathy that transcended species. One evening, I noticed something remarkable. As the baby's cries rang out, our dog approached with deliberate gentleness, settling himself nearby and lying down. He didn't bark or whimper. He simply stayed close, providing silent support. It was as though he understood that his calm presence could offer comfort in a moment of distress. The baby's wails gradually subsided, replaced by tiny hiccups and the soothing rhythm of the dog's breathing. In that instant, a new kind of connection blossomed, one rooted in instinct, compassion, and the simple act of being there. Over time, the dog's reactions grew more nuanced. He learned to distinguish between different types of cries: the hungry cry, the tired cry, the cry of frustration. When hunger was the cause, he'd watch as I prepared a bottle, his tail wagging in anticipation of peace restored. If the baby was simply bored or fussy, he'd sometimes offer a gentle nudge with his nose or bring over a favorite toy, hoping to distract and amuse. On especially challenging days, he'd remain ever vigilant, never straying far from the baby's side. As the baby grew older and began to explore the world with wide-eyed wonder, the dog's role evolved yet again. No longer just a concerned observer, he became a steadfast protector and occasional playmate. The baby's laughter, a delightful counterpoint to earlier tears, seemed to bring out the dog's playful side. They shared moments of joyful interaction, soft giggles, tiny fingers reaching for fur, the dog's tail thumping in delight. Yet, even as the baby's cries diminished with age and understanding, the dog's sensitivity remained constant. An unexpected tumble or a sudden fright would prompt him to rush over, offering comfort and companionship. In these moments, I witnessed the depth of his loyalty and the strength of the bond forged through shared experience. The dog had become attuned to the rhythms of our family, responding not only to the baby's cries, but to the subtle shifts in emotion and energy that defined our lives together. One afternoon stands out vividly in my memory. The baby was teething, and the discomfort led to a cascade of tears that seemed impossible to soothe. I cradled her in my arms, rocking gently, but she remained inconsolable. Our dog approached, tail low, and rested his head on my knee. His eyes met mine, full of understanding and patience. It was as if he was saying, "We're in this together." The baby's cries softened, and for a moment, all three of us existed in a quiet bubble of empathy and care. As I reflect on these experiences, I am struck by the profound ways in which animals perceive and respond to human emotion. Our dog's reactions to the baby's cries were never taught or trained. They emerged from a place of instinct and deep connection. He sensed distress and responded with compassion, offering comfort through presence rather than words. In doing so, he reminded me of the power of nonverbal communication, the way love and support can be conveyed through a gentle nuzzle or a watchful gaze. With each passing day, the relationship between dog and child flourished. The baby learned to recognize the dog's comforting presence, reaching out with chubby hands to stroke his fur. The dog, in turn, grew more confident in his role as guardian and friend, responding to laughter and tears with equal devotion. Their interactions became a tapestry of shared moments, quiet afternoons spent napping side by side, playful mornings filled with giggles and tail wags, evenings marked by the gentle rhythm of breathing and the warmth of companionship. As the baby's cries became less frequent, replaced by babbling and squeals of delight, the dog adapted seamlessly. He understood that his job was not only to offer comfort in times of distress, but also to share in the joy of discovery and play. The shifting dynamics of our household brought new challenges and opportunities, and the dog met each one with unwavering loyalty. There were times when I marveled at the dog's intuition. He seemed to anticipate the baby's needs before I did, responding to the slightest change in mood or energy. If the baby grew restless, he'd position himself nearby, ready to distract or soothe. If she was tired, he'd settle down quietly, creating a peaceful atmosphere conducive to rest. His reactions were a testament to the depth of his emotional intelligence, a quality that enriched our family in ways I could never have imagined. In the months that followed, the bond between dog and baby continued to deepen. The baby learned to crawl, and the dog became her gentle guide, watching over her with patient eyes. Their interactions grew more dynamic, filled with laughter, exploration, and shared curiosity. The dog's reactions to the baby's cries became less urgent, replaced by a calm assurance that everything was and would be okay. Through it all, I witnessed the transformative power of empathy and connection. Our dog's response to the baby's cries was more than just a reaction. It was an expression of love, loyalty, and the desire to care for another. In moments of distress, he offered comfort and reassurance. In times of joy, he shared in our celebration. His presence became a source of stability and warmth, grounding us through the ups and downs of early parenthood. Looking back, I am grateful for the lessons our dog has taught me. He reminded me that compassion need not be complicated. A gentle touch, a watchful eye, a quiet presence can make all the difference. His reactions to the baby's cries were a reflection of his character, shaped by years of companionship and the simple desire to protect those he loves. As our family continues to grow and change, I know that the bond between dog and child will evolve in beautiful and unexpected ways. Their shared experiences, marked by both tears and laughter, will become the foundation of a lifelong friendship. And through it all, our dog will remain a steadfast guardian, always ready to respond with empathy, patience, and love. In the end, the story of my dog's reaction to my baby crying is not just about a momentary response to distress. It is about the enduring connection between two beings, one human, one canine, brought together by the rhythms of family life. It is a testament to the power of empathy, the importance of presence, and the simple truth that love knows no boundaries. From the first tentative steps to the joyful leaps of childhood, from the quiet moments of comfort to the exuberant celebrations of discovery, our dog has been there, reacting, supporting, and embracing the journey. His reactions to the baby's cries were a reminder that, in the midst of chaos and uncertainty, compassion can shine through, illuminating the path forward with warmth and hope. As I watch my child and my dog grow together, I am filled with gratitude for the gift of their bond. It is a bond forged in the crucible of shared experience, strengthened by each cry, each laugh, each moment of connection. And in the gentle interplay of their lives, I see the promise of a future filled with love, understanding, and the unspoken language of friendship. So the next time my baby cries, I know my dog will be there, ears alert, heart open, ready to offer comfort in the only way he knows how. It is a simple gesture, but one that carries profound meaning. For in that moment, we are reminded that family extends beyond words and species, rooted in the shared experience of caring for one another. And that, perhaps, is the greatest gift of all.